in store here in Inglewood, California, SoFi Stadium, and what has become a really fun bowl extravaganza, the Buck Up LA Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team is out there, ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Louisville's offense will go to work first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands.
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
We were talking to the defensive coaching staff coming into this game tonight, and they said we really feel good about our pass rush. We feel like we've got guys up front that can win one-on-one. We've got to let these guys hunt. We've got to let them eat, and they're doing it on the first play of the game, getting a sack.
And the Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Moss. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got twilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Calls for the fair catch, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Caught behind the line. It's Lacey. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Cardinals are rolling down the field. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Snagged out of the air. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Cardinals.
first drive by the offense. Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They took it 71 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Boise State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
Man, it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the run. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Already a solid start to this. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Spins away from the defense. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Louisville!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. To say this has been a... Makes the catch down the right side. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Turning it on! Gets it past the marker. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Off the play fake. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. And into the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They go to the ground. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. Finds his tight end. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Moss. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Skinner. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Picked up some yards on the last completion, but it's 3rd down. They want to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Watson. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. He's got it on the right. There he goes! Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The hand to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Madsen. Makes the grab. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. Looking downfield on first down. He makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Leaves it with the running back. Makes his man miss. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. And the Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Got a man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Grab near the marker. It's Terry. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Broncos will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Now he's looking to throw it. Trying to bowl his way in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boise State! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial.
Pulls it in on the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quick release on the RPO. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. From the gun, the ground game. run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Cardinals, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. And the Cardinals started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to throw, it's Moss. Touchdown, Cardinals! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Leaves it with the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Reese, we figured we might get an LA Bowl that would have social media buzzing, and through 2 quarters of football, indeed, that is the case. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
The Cardinals will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Boise State ready to send out that offense. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap it. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man, it's Madsen. Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll let it go to the left. He's got it on the outside. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Broncos have their offense in high gear. The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Lets it fly. Touchdown Broncos. And the comeback is on.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Back to pass, it's Moss. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it.
Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Takes the handoff. It's Gaines. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Going to swing it on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves them with 3rd and 3. And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll run the sneak for it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll leave it with the lone back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. spot in the middle. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They'll move the tight end. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delayed game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. To the ground with the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. To the air, it's Madsen. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to set up the screen. Touchdown, Broncos! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a gap. It's Watson. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Collins. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The give from the gun. Turning it on! There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lacey. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Looking to pass, it's Moss. With the catch, it's Skinner. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Handoff to the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. From gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air. It's Madsen. Right on the money. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Broncos had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it from the gun. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. He'll pitch it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. All tied up here in the 4th quarter.
And this kicker has ice water in his veins. 4th quarter, you need to make the field goal to tie it up, and that kid just drilled it.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's the handoff. Turns it on in midfield. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Moss. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Cardinals are in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the run. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Louisville! They move on top here in the 4th.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
Wants to throw. It's Madsen. Hauls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. 4th down, gotta have it here. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it, 1st down and more. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Quarterback on the keeper. Quarterback's got the 1st. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
And then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
Season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.